Hello Scorpio, welcome to your weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 6th going to the 12th of June. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys, okay? Let's have, whoa. All right, one thing I'm going to say is because of just how that one card tried to fall out, and when I went to go and grab it, the rest of the deck almost fell out my hands too. So I feel like you might be, there's a bit of a warning for some of you, not for all of you, that be careful that whilst you're trying to say something, you don't ruin everything else that's going for you. That's a very quick message here. Okay. New life, great card coming through for you. Right, let's pull two more and then we'll talk about it, okay? But yeah, that was a very quick message there for someone. Very, very nice. I feel like you're really getting back in touch with yourself, Scorpio. Okay, you have 4 cards, which is good, okay? We're not going to tell anyone. You got an extra card. 111 is coming through. This is good. One thing I'm going to mention to you, Scorpio, if you are manifesting anything intentionally, or if it's kind of something that you're just working towards, keep going. This is not a time to give up. This is a time to listen to other people, see what works for others, see what works for yourself or has worked for yourself in the past, and move towards that, because I do see that you are beginning something incredible, not just in life in general, because that of course is coming through. You are kind of having this new life, this new world, this new way of being, they're saying very strongly there. Where you are more intuitive, you are more aligned to yourself, which is good. You are more focused on yourself, which is good. But actually in terms of your work life or your creative life, whatever they mean by this, there is some sort of passion coming through for you. This could again be a new career or a business that you guys are beginning to start up here. But it's just saying, make sure you stick to the rules. This is not a good time to kind of I don't want to say try something new, because I do think that this is a new beginning for you anyways, but try not to be too experimental at this time. To follow what works is really important, or to follow what you're being told works is really important, because whenever this card comes in, I see us as the little elephant. The older elephants, whether it's our ancestors or our higher self, or whether it's the universe, or whether it is actually mentors and people around you, could be anyone, they actually know where they're heading, okay? So sometimes we may feel like, I know what I'm doing, but then it proves that we don't, you know, and we learn from it. That's absolutely fine. You are fully capable. You have free will. You can do whatever you like, Scorpio, but just be aware that this behavior, you're actually heading towards something incredible. As much as normally I'm like, yeah, I'd go take a leap of faith. At this time, it's probably best to follow the status quo for now. Do what you know works, or what other people know works. There's 2 storylines here, because there is a new beginning coming through, and I think that something's exciting you. Something is blossoming, something is blooming here. For some of you, it could even be pregnancy. If you're wanting to get pregnant here, you could be more fertile around this time. And again, if you don't want to get pregnant, then be careful at this time. But I actually do see things working out for you, and this is a manifestation of yours. You're actually following steps, which is good, to make something happen, and it will happen, okay? As long as you follow the steps. That's kind of the follow the instructions is what I want to say. So again, it's not so much the status quo, because I don't really like that. I think if you are doing something outside the box that not many people know about, then what you're doing is going to be kind of different anyways. But more of a sense of follow the instructions, or follow the step-by-step guide that you may have done for yourself, that you may have worked on by yourself here, or again, something that someone else has given you. It's important to follow that. But in your life in general, I actually kind of sense here, Scorpio, that if you have been a little bit anxious, or I'm getting the words wound up, so there's been a lot on your mind, there's been a lot irritating you, I actually do see that you're kind of being able to breathe here, being able to calm yourself down. You're understanding that there have been some things outside of your control, and that would have affected you in the past. But I'm actually seeing that you're learning how to deal with that a bit better, and this is a new you that's coming about here, especially if you get triggered easily or used to. I kind of feel like it's past energy now. There is something this week that would have triggered you in the past, but you actually will notice the difference within yourself this week of where you're like, actually, that would have really affected me, the old me, but right now it doesn't affect me anymore. So you could be getting news from like a past person, and you're like, now I know I'm completely over it, because this doesn't affect me the way it would be. Or someone could be trying to reach out. Again, the same thing applies. Something in the workplace could happen. There's a lot of examples I can use here, but you're understanding that you've actually come a very, very long way from what you used to be, which is good. All right, let's see for Scorpio's energy. Perfect, thank you. Queen of Swords, absolutely. You're being very discerning about what you let into your life, which is good because you're protecting a legacy. You're protecting this life that you're building for yourself. This Ten of Pentacles is really good for, again, legacy and outcome. It could be your money, your finances, and maybe people were taking from you when it comes down to your stability, when it comes down to your inner peace here. The Queen of Swords is very cutting when it comes down to, I want the truth, and if I don't feel like anyone's giving me the truth, or if someone's not supposed to be in my life, then I'm not afraid to give that up. So you are coming in with a very clear energy this week, which is good, because maybe in the past you were a bit confused about where you wanted to go, of what you kind of, for some of you, you may have had to move away from someone who held a lot of secrets from you, who may have, again, kind of manipulated you in a weird way. You had to make the decision to come away from this, to expand in your life. And some of you, again, are coming outside the comfort zone here. You may get backlash from people, but this is where I'm saying that you are just focusing on yourself this week. You're focusing on the new life you're building for yourself, regardless of what other people are saying. The Moon card kind of is a noisy card for me as a reader, because I kind of become alive in my head when I read. And it is a big noise, basically. That's the best way I can describe it. And this can cause that illusion, confusion. If other people are trying to put their opinions into the decisions that you're trying to make, it can be very, very difficult to understand how you actually think and feel towards something, especially when it comes down to your future, when it comes down to your career, when it comes down to your finances, and just what you're trying to do for yourself. So within this week, you're not really taking other people's opinions. You're really actually focusing more on you, how you feel, your intuition here with the Breathe card as well. And yeah, you're not allowing this to kind of get in the way of your expanding, of your expansion, of where you're going in the future. Some of you could be doing, again, something in the home, which is interesting. Okay, all right, let's talk about this Yang energy too. Three of Pentacles, this is good. Whatever you are planning, whatever you are about to plan, this looks amazing. You're building the foundations for something here. Again, this is that step-by-step guide here. Six of Cups, and we have the Hermit energy coming through, which is actually okay. I think you're actually creating a really beautiful, I'm hearing pictures. Some of you could actually be doing some painting or some drawing. That could be good for you, or this could be part of your career. But again, some of you could be creating a vision board too. I actually see a lot of reminiscing coming through with this card, of where you are looking at the past here, and you're actually using it as inspiration, which is interesting, of what you do want, what you don't want when it comes down to love. You are reflecting a lot within this week, which is good, because you're coming from a place of wisdom. For some of you, again, there could be like a childhood friend that's helping you, or that you could be collaborating with. I do see a soulmate in your life who is here to be a mentor to you. This could be a Virgo, doesn't have to be. This could be someone older than you, doesn't have to be, but this is someone who is a mentor. All right, someone who has a lot of experience in something here, who does give good advice. This could be you to someone else, but this could actually be something that you do for work as well, if it is something that inspires you. But you are getting advice from someone who is a soulmate, who is in your life for this purpose, to help you, to guide you here, to give you some inspiration and some hope on your dreams, because if they were able to do it, then so can you. You could be using other people as, again, inspiration within this week, which is good. Okay, anything else for Scorpio? We have the Temperance card, so you're being patient. Absolutely, we have a lot of patience coming through here. The Hanged Man coming through, again, it is about listening to your intuition. It is about kind of observing. Some of you may not be going out as much. Some of you, again, may be very discerning about who you spend your time with, or maybe overindulging in certain things. I kind of see you pulling your energy back. The Temperance card is good, though, with this, because as much as you are now observing the things around you, you're looking at life from a different perspective, which is, again, causing these incredible changes that is happening for you. Can't speak today, I apologize. Temperance, Sag energy, is about balance. In order to find balance, sometimes we have to take a pit stop. And normally in the background we have a crown, which represents your goals, but we have a sun here, which is happiness. So maybe your goal is just happiness, being happy, whatever that means to you. But sometimes it means we have to kind of step off path, to rebalance our energies, to try something new, to definitely stabilize that first before we can then move forward. And it doesn't mean you're stuck. It may seem like that, but a lot of spiritual development comes from this. And a lot of you guys are going through an awakening here. Absolutely. Which may cause you to withdraw, especially with this Hanged Man and the Hermit energy. But this is purely to protect your peace and to really understand what you're thinking and feeling, because I think that Moon card really has opinions of other people or too much going on can cause confusion. 7 of Cups. All right. Anything else for Scorpio? I feel like you really are forgiving the past and forgiving yourself too. We have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. Can we clarify what this is? 4 of Pentacles. Okay. For some of you, Scorpio, I actually do see maybe 2 people from the past that you're trying to, or you are kind of getting over now. I think the truth is being revealed about these and the lessons. This is what the card is about. The Judgment card is not just about truth and awakening. It's about learning a lesson about something so you can end an old cycle and to begin a new one, because the Wild card comes after this. So it is about kind of release, and maybe a lot of you guys are really doing a release between maybe an air sign and a water sign. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, things that maybe you attached your worth to without realizing. You are pulling away from this now, which is good. Which is good. These were people who could never give to you what you needed. These were people who may have been a bit self-centered or very self-pity, very much self-pity coming through. You know, I feel like they just were not able to give you the things that you needed, Scorpio. Anything else? I just feel like this is a huge transformation for you. All right, let's talk about the 10 of Pentacles then. Someone's granddad is coming through here. I can see this. Especially if you have also a dog that's passed. I feel like they're together, by the way. And it's showing me an anchor. I don't know if you have a tattoo of this, or they did, or maybe they, I don't know, were around ships a lot, or they had this in their home. I can see this. Yeah, definitely had a fascination with boats or something like that. Interesting. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups here. I wanted to give you some advice. This is what Spirit is saying here, because this was clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. Sometimes things seem unfair, but things do always balance out here. And one thing to remind yourself of is when things don't work out, it just isn't meant to be. There's always something else to look at and to focus on. It's not to discount the fact that something has gone wrong, that we do make mistakes, that something has happened, but there is always something here. And I always say, I love this analogy of this deck. It's the Golden Art Nouveau. I don't know how to speak English, apparently. But I always say that when we try to fix things that we just need to let go of, we end up spilling our own cups that are still standing. So things that we still do have going for ourselves. So try not to do that here. You may not understand why things happen when they first happen, but there definitely is a divine purpose behind it. And that's what one thing that Spirit is trying to say here is don't act impulsively. Try not to control things that are outside of your control, because there is still some things that are worth saving or worth looking at. And also this is a card of gratitude. So as much as we will make mistakes when we're trying to build an incredible future for ourselves, it's normal. It's a normal part of the process, and not to hang on too much to the details, but rather the bigger picture of what you are actually going to be achieving. If you just stay consistent, because I feel like sometimes you do feel like giving up. It's natural. We're all humans, you know. It happens, especially when things go wrong. It can be really, you're an emotional sign, right? As much as we don't like to admit it, you're a water sign for a reason. And sometimes things can really get to you because it does feel unfair, because it's like, why me, you know? But the 10 of Pentacles, this is still your future. Unless you give up, unless you allow yourself to let the things that didn't work out get to you. But for a lot of you, I see that you are starting something new. You are kind of starting this new life. You're glowing up. There's a new part of you that's kind of coming out now, and you're discovering, and you feel more free around it because you've let go of things that have held you back, which is good. A lot of good is coming in for you. Now, I really want to see if there's any love coming through for Scorpio. We have the Empress and the, yeah, you do. But when it's when you're, okay, wait, Zeta, contain yourself. I can't speak. When you are sitting comfortably in a mode of self-love, you know, you're sitting around all the blessings that you've kind of built up for yourself. You are attracting, you're not chasing, you're not going out actively looking for it. You're just sitting, looking after yourself, looking pretty. Regardless, you are beautiful, because this is Venus energy. You are attracting in love. Yes, with the Knight of Cups. Could be a water sign. Let's clarify this. We definitely have some communication coming through. Definitely could be a water sign. The only thing is, what you want is an emperor, right? Or again, an empress too. So this Knight of Cups, this may not be anything serious here is what I'm really going to say, especially if it's a Pisces, but there definitely is communication, someone expressing their feelings towards you. But yeah, I think that you're kind of more focused on things that you're doing in your life with the 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, the Fool card. So what is this communication? It's the truth. Someone is in, I was going to say in love with you. Oh my God. Wow, okay. Someone is in love with you. That feels like the truth. But I don't know if you really want it. How does the Empress feel towards this very quickly? Yeah, I don't know if you want it. Look at this. Do I want this? I feel like with the Hanged Man, I feel like you're just kind of observing this. I don't think you're really ready just yet for this kind of offer. If you don't feel it with this person, then it's just not meant to be, really. Don't force anything to happen. With the 4 of Cups, I think that there is this opportunity coming through here, but it may not be with the person that you really want it from, and that's okay. It's okay to reject things. It's not bad. Don't feel bad about it. It's just not meant to be with the 4 of Cups, but it might take you some time to think first. Okay. How interesting. All right, let's see some advice cards for you. We have attracting and not chasing. That's exactly what the Empress energy is about. It says anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. We have ask for your needs to be met. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how you ask for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. And I do see that coming in for you guys. There was one more here, which says positivity, faith, and optimism. Okay, you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going, which is exactly what that 5 of Cups was about too. In terms of love, let's pull you out some cards, Scorpio. Let's see. We have stay optimistic about your love life. This says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. This could be the one. All right, so we do have someone coming through that could be the one here. Interesting. We have codependency, which is definitely something we should be healing, okay? If that's you. It doesn't feel like you, though, with the Empress energy. In fact, you're actually rejecting what it seems like to be an offer here. Maybe because you are in this mode of self-love that you really don't want to let anyone in to disturb that. This could be the other person's energy, but it says addictions are affecting your romantic life. This could be anything from workaholicism. No, this could be any kind of addictions here. If it's meant to be, it will be. If someone has to wait for you to be ready, then if it's the right person, then they will. And it will always come back round again. But right now, it just almost feels like you may want it because you are in this Empress energy of where you are embodying love. But I feel like you're embodying that for yourself and not really to attract in anyone. For some of you, you really are kind of just thinking, do I really want this to ruin what I've already created for myself? And it's something to think about, I guess. Okay, my angels, I wish you all the best. And I will see you guys next time, okay? Good luck this week. I feel like there's a lot to be proud of, okay? All right. Love you.